Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Now in this video I'll be painting this frame over here, and I got this frame free with Wargames Illustrated 461. Now if you can still find this issue, you'd get this for free. But if you can't, you can also get this frame with Battlefront, right? This is a Battlefront frame. The scale for this miniature is 15 mm. So let's have a look at the frame really quick. So you got the hull, the top of the hull, and then you've got the bottom of the hull, and then you got the side, the tracks, and the side of the hull, and then you've got the turret, the size of the turret right there. You've got some stowage over there, and then I think this is the side of the hull, and then you've got more bits. I think this is also the hull, this, because you get like two turret pieces, right? So you got like two different bits here to add on with a little bit of like a smoke launchers right there. And then you've got this thing over here. Now if you have a look at this is what you affix to the bottom of the hull in order for you to swivel and replace. And then you've got an extra wheel, and then I think there's jerry cans right there. Now the cool thing about this frame is that you get two types. You get the C and the B, and these are the two different setups. So you can actually build them both and then swap them as you need them, which is a really good idea. Also, you've got the commander bit open and closed, so you can choose either of these. It's a pretty simple kit. Now what was really awesome is, if I may, when I got Wargames Illustrated, let me see if I can flip to the page. What they did, which is really great with the free frame, was there's how to build. There's a how to build page, right? Which is, I think it's great when you give it a frame like this. You know, you have a little bit for how to build, and then you have a little bit of history in the magazine, and then, as if that was not enough, you've got the paint scheme, or the color scheme. Now what I will do is I will actually follow this as closely as possible, doing my best to not make it too dark, because when it's smaller, when you're painting smaller tanks, it tends to get a bit darker. So I might choose a whole lot of different lighter colors to go for it, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so let's get to building this frame right now. All right, so here we have the build. As you can see, I've put it together. It was kind of simple. The kit's not very big. This is a 18 ml bottle, and as you can see, it's nice and small, and dare I say, cute. But you can see over here the build was simple. It was very quickly. I did this in I think 40 minutes or less, I think. But it's a very nice looking kit. I added the jerry cans to the back, and then the extra wheel and the stowage here as well. So this is the C turret, and then if you remove it, you can add the B turret right here. All right, so it actually slots in. What I want to say first is that this build, or this kit, was very well put together. There are, for example, this bit over here, right? In order for you not to mix up this side and that side, and trust me, I've done this before when I was younger. You know, there are certain slots that you can see, and the slots, there one has two, the other has three, so you don't make that mistake. That's kind of cool. It's kind of foolproof actually. And then everything sort of fits perfect. You get there's a very satisfying, like this one over here. There was a very satisfying, like, you know, click, and this one over here, very satisfying click. You know, when it goes in, it's got a nice little, like, a square thing, and it's got like 4 nodes that go inside, which I thought was really well done. So yeah, the kit is very good. It's a very good kit, I must say. And the fact that it gives you the options, right, so it's really cool. Yeah, I can see you building a whole squadron of these, quite easily. It's not quite nice looking tank. Okay, this basically means it's time to get some paint on it. So let's do that. All right, so let's look at the base real quick. I used 3 different kind of materials. Just a little bit of grass though. I didn't want the grass to overpower the base, but I used a pog as as the base because I couldn't find a base that was big enough to fill. And I didn't want something that was too big that would take away from the model itself. So yeah, so that's the basing. A little bit more sand, a little bit less on the grass side. A few stones and rocks and stuff like that. So